Hey, welcome everyone. Let's find your chair. And I have a rolly chair just because I'm in a different location today, but don't use a rolly chair. It's like those things you have kids, if you have children, they do what you do, not what you tell them to do. But this is an exception to the rule. So don't do what I'm doing right now, but on a rolly chair. Okay, so let's find a nice comfortable chair, straight spine. Good. And we were talking about shaking it up, waking up and shaking up. And just know when you're watching the news and all this terrible stuff is happening, just try to have a different perspective. Try to say, okay, because it's hard to change. There's resistance when you're asked to change, right? So just know that all this change, all this shaking up and waking up is good. We're bound to create new things when we're forced into it. Yeah, and relax. Good. Let's bring our palms up on our lap. Nice tall spine. Take a nice big breath in. And as you let it go, just float your eyes closed. Let's take a little inventory of how we're feeling today. Yeah, any little new aches or pains, any old cranky aches or pains in the body, maybe aches or pains of the mind. Yes, negative thoughts. Let's just take a breath in. Hold the breath at the top and then breathe out through your nose. And as you breathe out, feel the body soften. And again, let's take a breath in and take it into any of those places where you might be feeling the body might be feeling a little cranky. Imagine all the oxygen going to that spot. Hold the breath, let that prana swirl around, and then release it through the nose slowly, and just try to soften that spot that's tight or cranky or a little achy. Let's do 2 more breaths. Breathe in, maybe into a new spot. Hold the breath at the top. Relax the breath. And then breathe out. So just nice. This is called 4-part breath, box breath. Breathe out all the way, letting go of all the old stuff that doesn't serve us anymore. Let's do just 2 or 3, again, more those box breaths on your own. So breathing in as deeply as you can, maybe a little bit more each time, and holding the breath, maybe a little more, maybe longer each time, and then slowly letting it out, maybe even slower, and then holding the breath at the bottom. Continue on. Just imagine this breath going into this box shape. Notice that relaxation on the exhale breath. Notice the energy on the inhale breath. And no hurry, just the next time that you naturally breathe out fully, just relax the breath. Put a gentle little smile on your face. Now we're just going to do some neck rolls, so take a breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your chin to your chest. Keep your shoulders gently reaching back. Stretch those shoulders back as you relax your head forward. And then begin with some neck rolls, inhaling up to the side, or maybe the right side and up. And exhale to the other side and down. Notice how your neck feels. Again, if there's any spot that's a little cranky, once you get there, just pause. Take a breath in to that discomfort. And as you breathe out, relax and keep going. Just allow whatever's going on to happen. And the next time you roll the head towards the front, pause there. And then reverse opposite direction. Again, notice if there's one side of your neck that was a little tighter than the other. There could be many things. Sleep, the pillow we sleep on, stress in our life. Just let it go now. Just let it go for this hour. And take care of your beautiful gift, this body. Next time the head comes forward, pause. And then gently start to blink the eyes open as you lift the head back up. Okay. Let's roll out the shoulders. So you can either keep your hands on your lap or relax your arms down alongside the body. Just some shoulder rolls here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Relax those shoulders, just let them get loose. Yes. Yeah, there's so many different habits that we form in our physical body, right? So just paying attention to them and saying, what can I do differently? Yeah, all right. Let's bring our right palm to the right side of our head. Good, and then we're gonna just gently press into the head as we press the head into the hands. Strengthening our neck. We're pushing and pressing at the same time. And then relax. Feel the body just soften and relax. Release that hand down. Let's bring the hand to the other side of the head. So pressing your hand into your head and your head into your hand. And breathe. Press, press, press. And relax. Good. Take a breath in and lift the chin up. Keep the back of the neck long. So stretch the back of the neck and just lift the chin up slightly. Feel, press into your feet, lift the spine up tall, lift the heart. And let's just tuck our chin underneath. I like to do this to stretch the thyroid and the thymus. So jut your low jaw forward and up. Like you want to touch the ceiling with your low jaw, your chin. And breathe, find your breath through your nose. And then exhale, go ahead and let go. Relax the jaw back, reach the head back forward. Good. One more for the neck. On an inhale breath, slowly turn your head over to the left or to your right. Stretch a little bit more. Breathe. And as you exhale, slowly come back forward with the head. On another inhale breath, next inhale breath, slowly turn your head over to the left now. Now looking over your left shoulder. And breathe. 2, 1, and relax. This always feels so good when we slowly turn our head. Yeah. You know, when we go slow, it allows our muscles to say, okay, I trust that you know what you're doing. When we do fast movements, it's typically when we get injured, right? Because our brain is like, whoa, what are you doing, buddy? Yeah, so it's nice to go slow and stretchy. All right, relax the arms down alongside the body. We're gonna inhale and float the arms out. So you're gonna notice that you start to get tension in the shoulders as you're lifting the weight of your arms. See if you can relax the shoulders back and down. Yeah. And then we're gonna bend the elbows. Good. And then we're gonna interlace your hands, or just you can touch your fingertips behind your head, or if it's your body allows, you can interlace your fingers behind your head. Good, and reach your elbows back. Again, lift your chin, just lay your head, back into your hands. I would like to, you can close your eyes here and just imagine laying, wherever you'd like to be laying, on a beach, in a meadow. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And exhale, relax. Bring the head back forward. Float the eyes open if you just took a little rest there. All right, we're going to do a little side bend here. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to tip your body, your arms over to the left. Yeah, and just stretch. You won't go very far. Just coming into a nice little stretch here for the side body. And inhale back up and exhale over to the other side. Reach that left elbow gently up towards the sky. Do one more round of that. Inhale, come back up. Exhale over to the other side. Maybe you go a little further. Make this feel good. Inhale up. And exhale one more time over to the other side, right side. Good. And inhale back up. Good. And exhale, just slowly unlace your hands or just start to float your elbows down. Yeah, you can keep the arms bent as the elbows relax down towards your side ribs. Good. And then relax the arms down. Roll out the shoulders. And roll the shoulders forward. And relax. Good. All right. So we're going to do a little for the lower body. We're going to get some strengthening and stretching here for our lower body. So you might want to scoot forward into your chair a little bit, but make sure that you can even remove the flesh out from underneath your sit bones so you feel your sit bones nice and grounded on your chair. Good. All right. So we're going to just do holding onto the sides of our chairs here. Or something, I know you can't see my feet here in this. Let me see if I can scoot back here. But we're gonna lift your toes up and spread your toes as wide as you can, even if you have shoes on, right? Just look to try to spread your toes as you're holding onto your chair. Yeah, and breathe. So we're strengthening the shins, stretching that little Achilles tendon. Stretch those toes wide, breathe. Flex the feet up and exhale, release your toes down. Good. All right. And now we're going to extend our right foot forward. So just come onto the heel of the right foot. Good. All right. And then we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Good. And take a breath in here. And on an exhale breath, you're going to lift your toes up and you're going to lean forward. Yeah. Then inhale, come back up. Now we're going to take a breath in and you're going to drop your toes, even though you're on your heel here. You're going to drop your toes to the floor and curl your toes as if there was a penny on the floor or on the bottom of your shoe and you're trying to pick it up with your toes. So curl your toes down. Good. Yeah. And then inhale, lift the toes up and spread the toes up and spread your toes wide. Heel. Good. And relax your toes. Rebend that right foot. Actually, we're going to keep that leg extended here. Okay. So we're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lean forward. And loose just as far as and as comfortable as the body will allow. Yeah. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, lean forward, getting a little hamstring stretch here. Good. And come back up, soft knee, the knee's got a little bend in it. This time as we lean forward, good. We're gonna clasp our hand behind our knee here. And on an inhale breath, you're gonna slowly lift that knee up, good. You can stay on your toe here, if that's more comfortable for you. And we're just gonna make some nice slow circles with that foot. One direction and circle the other direction. Good. And then relax that lower leg. Now, if it's available to you, just relax that right foot onto the left. That is not comfortable for you, drop the outside of your foot on the right foot and just lay it on top of that left foot, or you can cross over. Yeah. So you're either here or you're here. Yeah, good. All right, now that we're here, nice, loose, yeah, you can bring your hands onto the leg here or onto your thighs. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just lean forward, float the body forward. Good. And then inhale, slowly come up. Or just, you know, or very easily opening up the hip. Up. Good. And one more time, float forward and up. All right, now we're going to take hold of the front of the shin if your leg is up here. And you're just going to hug the knee in. Yeah, and if you're here, again, if it's available to you to hug the knee in, that's just an option here. So we're here or here. Good. Now on an exhale breath, just allow the leg to cross. Good. And if you're down here, just allow the feet to cross. Good. All right, I'll stay down here. Some of us are down here. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Let's reach our arms up towards the sky. And take a nice big breath in. Stretch as tall as you can. As you exhale, relax and pivot at your waist over to the right and relax your arms down. And turn your head and look over your right shoulder. And take a breath or two here. Inhaling, breathe into your belly. Spine is gently tall. Exhale, relax. Twist a little bit more. Now staying where you are right here. On an inhale breath, you're going to slowly start to turn your head. First, bring it forward. And then turn it over to the left. Get another little stretch for our neck. Feel like we're tied up in a little knot here. And breathe and smile. Enjoy. And exhale, relax. Slowly bring the head back over to the right. Good. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, relax the body. Slowly allow the body to move back forward. Good. And uncross wherever you were crossed. Yeah. All right, we're going to do that same series. Hopefully I can remember that all on the other side. So we're going to extend the left heel forward now. Good. We're going to grab onto the, actually we're going to keep the, I'm changing my mind. We're going to keep feet hip distance apart. Grab onto your chair and just simply lift your toes up and spread your toes wide. This is something you can do any time of the day, right? Just keeping our feet, which carry us everywhere, nice and supple, especially that shin, right? So keep lifting those toes up as high as you can. You can feel that in your shin, strengthening your shin. Yeah. And then relax. Good. And now let's slide that left heel forward. Good. And we're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, try to drop your toe towards the floor as far as it'll go. And try to scoop up that penny with your toes. So you're curling your toes down towards the floor as if you want to grab onto a penny, the bottom of your shoe. And then relax and then lift your toe up. Flex that toe back up again. Yeah. Good. And relax. Good. All right, take a nice breath in. On an exhale breath, let's bring our hands to our waist and hinge forward at your hips. Keeping the toe up, soft knee. Yeah. And then come back up. And exhale forward. Maybe you go a little further. Keep the head just right above the shoulders. Don't drop the head. And back up. Nice straight spine. And one more time, we're going to come forward. Good. And now we're going to clasp our hands behind that left knee. And on an inhale breath, slowly drag that leg up and hug it in. You can. Again, option is to stay on your toe. Nice tall spine. And let's do a little circle with our feet. If you're on the floor, you just rock your heels side to side, strengthening our ankle, our foot. Let's reverse, go the opposite direction if you're up top here. Good. And now just relax that lower leg and see if you can guide that leg to the outside, to cross onto the right leg, yeah. And if this is too much and you're rounded forward and you're leaning back, drop the outside of your foot onto the right foot, yeah, that left foot. Either one, relax this leg open. If you're up here, you can lift the toe if you're up here, good. Take a nice big breath in, get a tall spine, and exhale, just press your belly button forward and your chest forward. Start to feel stretch. You should feel really nice, a stretch on that left hip. And then come back up. And exhale, slide forward. Just take care of yourself. Yeah, if you went up here because you're competitive and it's like this is the pinnacle, then you're not practicing yoga. Take care of yourself. You need to and want to cross at your ankles. All right, next time we come forward, let's pause this time and take a breath into that left hip. And as you exhale, relax. Good, and then press into the right foot. Slowly float the body back up. Good, and then either just allow the leg to cross over. If you're here, you can cross at your ankles. If the cross here is not comfortable for you, drop to your ankles. Yeah, either one. On an inhale breath, take a nice big breath in, reach your arms forward and up this time. Big stretch. Look up between your hands, stretch up tall. Exhale, relax the body. Good, and pivot at your waist. Just slowly, and then relax the arms down. And then gently look over that left shoulder and breathe. Long, slow, deep breath here. Enjoying each breath. And now on your next inhale breath, keep your body where it is. And slowly turn the head to look to the right. Chin towards the right shoulder. Stretching the neck. Yeah, opening up. This is also good for the thyroid and the thymus gland. The lungs, chest. And exhale, slowly turn the head back over to the left. Breath in here. As you exhale, relax everything and slowly pivot your body back forward. Good. And uncross. All right. Wiggle it out. Wiggle out the spine. All right, a little bit more here for our legs, our hamstrings. We want to get those muscles stretched out. We tend to be a little more active. It's during the summertime. And it's good to stretch our muscles to stave off injuries. So let's bring both heels forward now with a soft knee. Good. Have a nice tall spine. Good. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, lean that belly forward, chest forward. Good. And breathe. Inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale again, we're gonna lean forward. Good, and if you wanna slide your hands down to your shins or your ankles, that's an option. If you wanna relax and drop your head, that's also an option. Relaxing the head forward. It gives a little bit of a low back stretch. So not going too far, it should just be nice and comfortable. A comfortable stretch. Good. Now on an inhale breath, wherever you are, you're going to start to walk your hands up your legs. Watch your hands just gently walk up your legs as the body starts to float up. Good. Once the body is up, yeah, then take one leg at a time. Your left leg, help it bend back to, and the right leg back to little mountain feet, seated mountain feet. Good. And now we're going to bring our legs a little wider apart. So getting into our hips. So let's just rock the body side to side. And take inventory of how these inner thighs, inner hips feel. Good. We want to plant our feet nicely onto the floor. We want our knees right above our heels. We're going to do a little forward bend here. Option will be to drop your fingers to the floor or just keep your hands onto your thighs. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, again, lead with your belly. Draw your belly forward, draw your chest forward, keep your spine straight, and just lean the body forward. Okay. And again, you can keep your hands on your thighs. Maybe you can bring your elbows to your thighs. Maybe you can drop your fingertips to the floor. If that's too much on your back, come back up with your elbows or your hands. And breathe. Relax your head down. Allow your head to just hang. Breathe deeply, big breaths in. And as you exhale, just allow the body, the head, everything, the shoulders to just melt and hang forward. And this is just such a nice pose to do a couple times a day. It gets the blood flow to the brain. And then press down into those toes. Again, those pads of the toes, curl them down. Good. If your fingertips are on the floor, keep your head down, bring your elbows one at a time back to your knees. Yeah. And now if your elbows are on your thighs, bring your hands one at a time back to your thighs. Press down into your feet, slowly allow the body to float up. Keep your head down. Let the body come up first, and then the head to come up first. That will allow for not getting that head rush that you might do sometimes. Yeah, just let the body come up first. Head should be the last thing to come up. Yeah, and relax. And then we're gonna bring your toes in and heels in and toes in and heels in. Back to hip distance apart, good. All right, so for those that wanna remain in their chairs, feel free. For those that would like to do some standing poses, you're gonna stand mindfully, slide your heels back, lean forward, use those toes that are gripping that penny. Stand up, that takes the pressure off the knees, yeah. And again, as I said, feel free to remain in your chair if you want to just stay there or that's serving you better. And come to the back of your chair here, yeah, if you want to stand. All right, I'm gonna slide this out of the way. You can keep your chair in front of you. And again, let's just shake it off. Shake off this time of life, this last basically 3 or 4 years. All this crazy stuff going on is all about shaking off the old stuff that no longer serves us and creating, little bit at a time, new habits, new thought patterns. Yeah, and relax, shake it off. And back to center here. Good. Let's come to mountain pose, engaging the kneecaps, tucking the tail and belly, shoulders back. On an inhale breath, let's reach the arms out to a T. Let's bring the fingers up and the palms out to either side. Let's take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, press, press, press to either side of the room. Good. And maybe you can even lift the chin up slightly. Find some nice long deep breaths here. Press a little bit more with those palms. And as you exhale, feel the shoulders relaxing. Even though we're in this pose, relax those shoulders back and down. Press a little bit more. Smile on the face, breath is deep. And as you exhale, relax the arms. Just let them float towards the torso gracefully. Good. And roll it out, shake it out, wiggle it out. Yeah, that's challenging. Yeah, holding up our arms. Now I'm looking to how much our arms weigh, but holding up that weight, right? All right, so let's come back to our mountain pose here. Again, we're gonna now turn the palms out. We're gonna inhale as we float the arms up. And again, relax the shoulders as those arms are lifting. Take that tension out of the shoulders. You can bend the elbows here, interlace your hands. I don't know if you can see my hands here. And then we're gonna flip the palms forward. We're gonna reach slowly the hands up toward the top of our head. And then we're going to reach the palms, straighten the arms. So the palms are reaching up towards the sky, fingers interlaced. Palms, those little toes are pressing into the floor. We're stabilizing the whole body that way. Take a breath in. On an exhale breath, lean over to the left. And come back up. And exhale, lean over to the right. And up. Take this to wherever you're comfortable. Lean over to the left. And up. And lean over to the right. Toes are still pressing into the floor as you're standing, and up. And now lean to the left, and let's pause here. Take a few breaths right into that right lung. Big breath in. Exhale, soften and relax. Any discomfort, you've gone too far, so back out. One more breath in and relax. On an inhale breath, press into your toes to float up. Exhale, relax over to the right. Stretching long, opening up that left lung now. Take a nice big breath in. Let it go. Another breath in. Let it go. Relax over. And on an inhale breath, press into the toes to come back up. And exhale, let the hands, the top of the hands float towards your head. Once there, just unlace your hands, relax your shoulders through cactus pose. Allow your elbows to just float down to the sides of your ribs. Relax the arms, the hands down, and shake it out. Flop your hands all over the place, up and down, side to side, however they go. Just shake off, shake it off. You can shake the body, shake whatever you feel like shaking. Yeah, shake off all the old stuff. It's really interesting to take inventory of our old habits, and we just get into them and just think, this is it, this is life, this is what I do for the rest of my life. And when we take time to say, is this really the best? Is this really serving me? What can I change here? Yeah, any challenges help us to push through that stagnancy. Okay, so coming into a little wider feet, yes. Soften the knees. Let's just do a little hula hoop here. Yeah, knees are very soft here. They're just moving around with your hips in one direction. Good. And then reverse, other direction. Good. And then come back to center, and we're gonna step out a little wider even if you can. Right toes are forward in our stance here, coming into our warrior two pose. So we can lift the toes up, the left, just lift the right toes up slightly. See if you can pivot on your heel and drop your right toes out to the side. Left toes can just stay forward. They can angle in a little bit. Yeah, but we want to just keep a nice tall spine here. If you've arrived and you're feeling like this is a little too wide for yourself, that you're feeling a little precarious, and just take a little time to adjust your stance, right? That right heel in line with the middle of the left foot. Good. Just take a little time, right, to get yourself situated. And then reach out to either side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press into the right side of your toes, your right toe, right foot, and soften the right knee. Good. Keep the, not leaning forward. We're going to keep the shoulders right above the hips. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Relax the shoulders back and down. Let's tuck the tailbone forward slightly. Feel that that stabilizes you a little bit more. Turn the head, look over the right middle finger, and enjoy this warrior pose, our warrior three pose. Yes, we need to be warriors to change things, right? In a peaceful way. Big breath in, exhale, soften. Such a strong pose. Yes, we're strengthening our glute muscles, our thighs, our hamstrings, our arms, our mind. Focusing on that middle finger. 2 more breaths. Notice the body relaxing with each exhale breath. Notice if you put a little smile on your face, it makes the pose easier. As you exhale, just allow the arms now to gracefully float down. Good. Press down into your toes, slowly straighten the knee. Good. And then slowly pivot the right foot forward and come back to stance. Let's just do a little heel toe. And if you have a sticky carpet like I do, just slowly get your way back to mountain pose. Toes forward, good. Ha, shake off any little stuff that's built up there in that pose. Shake it off, good. Just spend your days stopping and shaking stuff off when you find yourself getting fatigued or stressed out or whatever it is. After you've watched the news and you turn it off, shake it off. Don't carry that. Yeah, nothing that you can control, let it go. Come out to either side, and we can control almost nothing in our lives. Yeah, so wide stance, lift the toes, left toes now, pivot on the left heel. Take time to get into this pose. Yeah, check it out. Say, wow, oh yeah, I'm not quite in alignment there. Maybe my stance is a little too wide. Maybe I want to adjust it here a little bit. Yeah, you know, maybe not. And then stretch the arms out to either side. So just taking that time, our mind is so clogged with thoughts all day long that we just make the motions, not even thinking about it. Here we're thinking about our emotions. Yes, our emotions and our emotions. Take a breath in, exhale, press into the outside of that left foot, soften the left knee. Again, there should be zero discomfort in that left knee. Good. Take another breath in. Exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. Good. Turn your head and look over that middle left finger and breathe. Yeah, and even if you just stand with legs straight or stand in with a wide stance, yeah, whatever serves your body, find your breath. Long, slow, deep breath. Smile on the face. On your next exhale breath, relax the arms, just let the arms float down. Press down into your left toes, straighten the left knee slightly, and then pivot the left heels in, and either heel toe, or step your feet back to that hip distance apart and shake it off. All right. Coming into a little downward facing dog here. So we're gonna maybe use the back of your chair. You can use the table if you'd like. Yes, you can even step out of the screen and use a table here. Yeah. And then start to walk back 1 foot at a time. I'm doing this because I have rollers on my chair and I don't want to use the rollers. But just start to step back so you become into an L shape here. Soften your knees. Relax your head between your arms. Stretch your hips back. Reach your fingers forward. And find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Feel free on an inhale breath if you want to straighten the knees to get a little stretch in that, the more deeper stretch in the hamstring. And continue to breathe. And noticing that when you breathe in, try to reach your hips back. When you breathe out, try to stretch your fingers forward. Stretching the whole back body, from the back of the neck all the way down your spine to your glutes, hamstrings, calves, even Achilles tendon, heels. Good. One more breath here. Exhale, soften. Breath in. Exhale, soften the knees, rebend the knees if you straighten them. Inhale, lift the head, and start to slowly make your way back to a stand. So one little step at a time. Just slowly start to crawl yourself back to mountain pose. Yeah, good. So I'm standing immediately into mountain pose with those kneecaps that are engaged in the hip tailbone that's tucked. On an inhale breath, reach out and up. Scoop up all this great new energy. Yes, bring your palms together. Exhale, bring them into your heart. Just inviting that, new habits, new things that serve us. Good. All right, we're gonna come into a little back bend here, and then we'll find our seat again. Good. So taking your hands here, and we're gonna come into a little baby camel pose. So bringing your palms, if you can, to the back of your hips. Fingers are down, yeah, good. If that doesn't feel good to you, you can interlace your hands behind your back. So you choose whatever feels most comfortable on your body. Good, all right. So again, feet hip distance apart, hands reaching and just resting on your back. This is just such a nice heart opener. As if you're, whenever you're talking to somebody, maybe just do this. Just have your hands on your back or clasp your hands behind your back. That just is opening up your heart. It's opening up your heart to receive. It's opening up your heart to give. It's just a nice way to be. Yes, good. And then if you want to take this a little further, you're going to soften the knees a little bit. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to push your hips forward. As you start to look up towards the ceiling. And just take your head, keep that back of the neck long. You can look up towards the sky. So opening up your whole front body now. Yeah. And breathe. Again, taking this to just where you can breathe, where you're comfortable, where you could take several breaths comfortably here. If you're struggling, you've gone too far. So back off a little bit. One more breath here. And as you exhale, relax, send your hips back. If they came forward, slowly float your head back up. Slide your hands down your hips, the back of your hips, to come out of the pose. And shake it, roll it, wiggle it. Yes. All right, and we're gonna make our way now back to our chairs, back to a seat if you were standing. So arrive first at the front of your seat. Just cut my head off here. Yeah. And then sending the hips back, just find that penny with your toes, right? Curling the toes down into your shoes to engage your toes. Yeah. And then slowly keep sending your hips back as you float to a nice, comfortable seat. Good. All right. Find a nice tall spine. Take a breath in. And let it go. Now we're going to interlace our hands, our fingers. Good. We're going to float our elbows up. We're going to bring our palms forward. We're going to reach our palms to the front of the room. Yeah. So just do it slowly again. Relax the shoulders here. So we're going to glide our shoulders forward and back. So allow the shoulders to stretch forward. And now glide your shoulders back, like you want to touch your scapula back there together. Yeah. And then glide forward. So the arms are staying straight and we're just gliding the whole thing as a unit. Our hands, our arms, and our shoulders. Glide them back. We're just opening up our upper back here, stretching our upper back. Glide forward and glide back. Good. And relax. Breathe, bend those elbows, bring the palms down, unlace your hands, good. And shake it out, flop it out, good. All right. Shake the head, shake the body, good. All right, scooting forward just a little bit. Yeah. All right, we're gonna bring our hands into prayer position here. And we're gonna float our elbows out to either side. Good. Find our gentle, tall spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press your palms together. Feel those pec muscles engage. Feel the shoulders strengthen. You want to strengthen those shoulders. So press into your hands. Press into your palms. Keep pressing as you're breathing. Don't stop your breathing. Nice long, slow, deep breaths here. Press, press, press. And as you exhale, soften. Just give yourself a little break. Let's relax the arms down. Wiggle out the shoulders, shake out the arms. Okay. We're gonna do that one more time. Give it your 100%. Bring your palms together, palms up, float your elbows out to either side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, give it your all, as if there's a little I guess, a little bug in your palms that you're trying to squish. I don't like to say that. Maybe a pea. You're trying to squish the pea in your palms. And breathe. Press, press, press. This is such good strengthening for ourselves. Our upper arms. This helps with that flabby underarm that we all just inevitably get. Who cares? But you know, we just want to strengthen, not really for vanity. We want to strengthen to feel good. And exhale, relax. Good. And shake it out. And good. Flop it around. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Let's do a couple more head rolls here just to gauge how we feel differently. So take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Let the back of your neck get long. Good. And then slowly start to roll the head over to one side and up, to the other side and down. Close your eyes and just enjoy. Notice if your neck feels any different. Maybe a little looser than you started, or maybe not. But next time the head comes forward, pause, reverse. Let's just go the opposite direction. Nice and slowly and easily. And next time the head comes forward, pause, wiggle your toes, press them into the floor, float the head up, and you can flutter the eyes open. Yeah. So making sure that you're sort of still at the front of your seat. And to take a breath in. As you exhale, lean your belly forward, chest forward, and grab behind your right knee. On an inhale breath, as you come up, allow that thigh to hug in, maybe a little bit more. Good. Yeah, relax that lower leg. And then if it's available, come back into this pigeon pose, figure 4 pose. Yeah. Notice maybe you can go a little deeper. Maybe if you were down here, it feels okay now to be up here. You decide, right? We're going to take this a little deeper, our little hip opener. So take a nice big breath in, get a tall spine, whether you're crossed here or at your feet. And as you exhale, relax your belly forward slowly. Start to melt the belly forward. You should be feeling a stretch in this right hip. Good. And then pause for a second, take a breath in. As you exhale, now look down towards the floor. Allow the body to fall as far forward as is comfortable for you. If you're feeling like you're wanting even more of a stretch here, you can relax your arms, your upper arms, your forearms onto that leg. Yeah. And if that felt like too much, once you arrive there, bring your hands back to the legs. Let's close our eyes. And let's really let this stretch, our breath guide this stretch. So take a breath in to wherever you're tight, right hip, maybe your shoulders, your jaw. As you exhale, just melt your chest a little closer to the floor. So important, these hips. Talk about carrying all of our old habits around with us like useless luggage. This pose helps us to relax that hip, let it open, let it release. Just imagine each exhale breath, slow exhale breath, just imagine all of the negativity, all the old habits, like a wave, like floating out of your body on a wave of breath, and just let them disappear out into the vast space. On your next inhale breath, now press down into your toes, your right toes. Slowly float your body. Just let it float back up. Good. And just uncross here. Good. All right. Let's just do that to the other side before we melt into Shavasana. So take a breath in. As you exhale, lean forward with the belly. Again, we don't want to round the back if possible, just leaning forward. So just take it as far as you can with a straight spine. Grab behind that left knee now. On an inhale breath, start to lift the body up. Maybe hug that thigh in if that's available to you. Good, relax that lower leg and find your legs on this side. right? So either up top here, if you are, maybe lift the toes, or cross at the feet. Good. Nice tall spine. First, get that spine, and we're going to keep it there. As you exhale, lean the belly forward. Slowly, remember, slowly allows for deeper. Good. And then maybe relax the head and look down towards the floor. Close your eyes now. Find your breath. You can cross your forearms on this side. Notice if there's one side that's a lot stiffer than the other. Very normal, very natural. And breathe. Breathe in into whatever is tight and tense. And slowly breathe out and deflate like a little hole in a balloon. So start getting soft. Let the balloon get softer as you exhale. One more breath in. Breathe out, melt forward. And now on your next inhale breath, slowly make your way up. Good. And then gently uncross the legs. Nice, nice, everybody. Let's just now get ready for Shavasana. Do a nice little long Shavasana. So sitting back into your chair, low back is supported. Feel free to lay down if you're at home and you can just lay down on the floor. If you're laying down, arms away from your body, legs a little wider open. If you're seated, palms up on your lap, relax the shoulders. Let's float our eyes closed now. Good. So let's arrive in Shavasana, the most important pose of the hour. This allows us to take stock in our asana practice, to let it dive deeper at a cellular level. Good. So let's take a nice big breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Pause. And slowly breathe out and soften. Again, take a breath in. Hold the breath at the top. And exhale, relax. And let go of the breath now. Relax the whole body. Bring your awareness to sounds that are around you in your environment. Maybe you hear lawnmowers outside or noises outside, trucks, sirens. And then take your awareness to the close-in sounds. Look for little sounds that are near you. Ticking of a clock, running of a motor, whatever it is. And just be in harmony with all the sounds that are going on around you. And take a nice breath in and let it go. Relax the body with each exhale breath. Feel the toes soften, feet, legs. Feel your hips relax, belly soften, spine relax, shoulders, arms, your hands and fingers. Feel the back of your neck relax, the throat, back of your head. Feel your eyeballs falling back into the eye sockets. A little smile on your face. And take a breath in and let it go. Feel the entire body melting into the earth, being held by the earth. Nothing to do. good thoughts, not so good thoughts, whatever they are, just allow them to be. Be in harmony with your thoughts that continue daily, every second, coming and going, coming and going. Just let them be. And let's take another breath in and let it go. Gently bring your attention to your breath. A gentle, soft breath. The air as it gently enters into the nostrils and out. Relax. Let go. Go all with your efforts. Simply relax. Relax the body. Notice how you feel. And allow yourself to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to come back into this space, just gently bring your awareness to your breath. And take a breath in and let it go. Notice if you've lost the little smile on your face. Maybe bring it back. If you choose to now come back into this space, into this time, slowly begin to wake yourself up, sway the body side to side, wiggle the toes and fingers. Laying down, slowly make your way onto a side. and into a seat. And then coming back to stillness now. Loading your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Take another nice deep breath in. As you exhale, allow your forehead to fall towards your fingertips, bowing your head. And closing practice today with this. You can't wait until life isn't hard anymore before you decide to be happy. Yes. So you can't wait for the right time to be happy. Be happy now. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, begin to flutter the eyes open. Let the light in slowly as you lift your head. And I thank you all for being here today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Just wiggle and shake it off. Create new habits. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.